Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adnan, and today we will discuss something about IELTS. Many students they are preparing for IELTS, and today I would pick up the module reading. There are few instructions. These instructions might differ from person to person. There are plenty people on YouTube who could suggest you maybe better techniques than me. I have appeared 4 times in IELTS. Through my personal experiences, while appearing in IELTS, I came to know a few techniques and I would share with you. I would rather suggest you to pause the video, have a ball pen and a paper to write down the techniques. So, the first technique is don't read slowly. It's not necessary for you to know the meaning of each and every word because the passage that is given in reading. There are 3 passages, by the way. Most of the students who are preparing for IELTS, they know already. Do not read the passage slowly. That is the first instruction, because you are going to consume a lot of time while searching for the right answer. So that could make harder for you at the end of reading section to transfer your answers. You have to basically skim out the idea. You have to scan the idea. You can have a summary of the whole passage. You should have a very fast reading. I would not say very fast, but you must read in such a way that you must have an idea of the whole passage in your mind. Okay, the second technique is do not spend too much time on one answer. If you are not finding the right answer, do not wait for searching the right answer, because end of the day you know that you have time, very limited time, and in that time you have to manage. So the first technique was do not read slowly, and the second technique is do not spend too much time while searching for one answer. Why? Well, there is an example for this. If you can't find, unfortunately, God forbid, if you are not finding the right answer and you spend 10 minutes on finding only that one answer, you might skip 5 to 6 answers that you can find easily. So there is no point. The third technique is there are 3 passages given. You should spend less time on one passage, more time on the second, and more than the second one on the third. Because gradually it is seen the first passage given in reading section is easier as compared to the second, and second passage is easier as compared to the third. So you have to manage the time. You should give, for instance, if there is 1 hour given to you in reading a module, then you should come with such a division of time, like 15, 18, and then might be 20, because you have to transfer the answers on the answer sheet as well. It's not only that you're reading the passages and you are just marking with the lead pencil in the passage, and they will mark your answers on the passages given. It doesn't work that way. You don't write even a single word on your passage, but your answers are correct. Your answer sheet would be considered. Make sure. So, I have told you 3 techniques till now. Don't read slowly. Secondly, don't spend too much time searching for one answer of a one question. The third was divide the time. Before you appear in the IELTS reading or IELTS exam, you should, or before, like, you must be prepared enough that how to manage the time. Time management is very, very important in reading section. The fifth technique is sometimes they say then 2 or 3 words you can write on the answer sheet. So it's very hard for the students to manage the answer into sitting on the chair. Sitting on the chair means 4 words. Your answer would be considered wrong. So do not do that mistake. Sitting on chair should be okay. I hope you get my point. Next, as they are going to assess your language ability, you are not native, that's why they are asking you to come up with IELTS exam. So spellings must be correct. You should not write wrong spelling. Even you have written difficult, 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 it's the person who is going to check your paper, he knows this is difficult. But if even if one spelling is, if alphabet is missing, then your answer would be considered wrong. After we have done with spellings, your spellings must be correct. You should practice. There are very long words which are like technically their spellings are hard to remember for especially for the people who are not native. So you must focus on spellings. Next is your grammar. Grammatically, if second form of verb is going to be used on your answer sheet and you have written first form of verb, your answer is wrong. I hope you get my point. They are assessing you from each and every perspective. How you are good at grammar? Do you write right spellings? How much skimming and scanning ability you have if a passage is given to you? How do you get the idea? Sometimes they give you a passage and they ask you to put a title on that passage. So only those people would be succeeded who know how to get the exact idea of the passage given. So another technique I would finally share with you is the candidates, they don't read the instructions properly. That is the biggest mistakes you would ever do. They have practice, like at home they have a lot of practice of reading, but what they forget, they do not read the instructions given on the top. You have to follow the instructions. Unless and until you follow the instructions, there are 99.99% chances that you might answer wrong. So these were few techniques regarding reading module of IELTS. I would be coming with more techniques for listening and writing and speaking. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adnan Ahmed. Stay blessed.